Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody doing good. Is doing good. My brain is at high function today, if you could not tell. Um, Hi, welcome in. Uh, Today we're gonna be arting a little bit. Hi, Byron. Hello, hello. Hello, Patcher. Hello, Byron. Hello, Fallen. Hello, Louie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Um. I may or may not have gotten a little bit sick. Uh, so if I sound a little bit off, to excuse me. Uh, I'm gonna have to try to be a little bit calm so that I don't get any worse than I already am. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine. It'll pass. It'll pass. I don't know. I had to air up my house a bit the other day. Uh, I'm wondering if maybe that might have made me sick or something, possibly. Hello, hello, Fallen. Hello, hello. But yeah, today we're gonna do a little bit of art. We have a little bit to catch up on because I did have a donathon recently, and we have some art pieces that we need to work on. So I'll probably be doing that a little bit today. Hello, guys. I'm not any of those though. Not any of those. Um, yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of arting today. Gonna do a little bit of art. So yeah, I have some requests that I need to get done. Oh dear, I can already tell my throat is not doing great. I've been kind of quiet this morning to try to save it, but I can tell. I can tell it's not doing amazing. But yeah, I'll be swapping over to my art screen here. Ta-da! Hello! Also, I see that that thing's still on. We don't need that on. Shoot. Ah! Rude. Tenebrous. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna be arting a little bit today. Hello, hello. Welcome in. I need to put up my tablet. Yeah, I folded it down so I could actually reach my keyboard. But yeah, we'll be doing some art. Also, for those who haven't seen before, I have this hand. It's pretty cool. You can see where I'm drawing. It's pretty handy, literally. See? I am cat. I am cat. I'm a cat mara. Cat dragon chimera. But yeah, it's just a little doodle. Uh, I like doing these at the beginning of. Oh dear. At the beginning of streams. To start off with. But yeah, that's my little startup doodle. Gonna go into the trash though. I'm gonna make it a little bit brighter. I'm a kitty cat and I dance. Oh, cat. I'm a kitty cat and I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Cat. I'm a kitty cat and I meow, 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 and I meow, meow, meow. I haven't heard that one in ages. Ooh, 5 stream streak. Nice, nice. Hi, Louie. Um, so yeah, our first one that we're gonna work on is Lupine. Uh, Lupine wanted their OC drawn, which they sent this reference here to like base it a bit off of. Wanted a more mature look for their chibi, a bit in a suit. Um, I'm not a professional chibi drawer or anything, so uh, uh, all I can do is try. I'm still kind of learning how to draw proportions a bit. That's not quite because I haven't really drawn too many like humans, to be honest, because I don't know my proportions very well. I'm not gonna lie. Nice pet, thank you, thank you. That's not right because now that leg is shorter. I'm just trying to figure this stuff as I go, kind of. I wanted a more mature look. How the hell am I gonna? Um, let's see. How can we go about this? You just wanted their we'll see a bit more mature. Something like that, I guess? I don't know. Other than being sick, I'm good. I'm good. Um, for the most part, anyway. Obviously, there's always something, you know. A bit stressed, you know, because I have to move and stuff, and I'm not even close to being ready to move. I haven't really packed much yet, but hopefully, I'll figure that out soon. Having to, you know, figure that out while also streaming, and I don't want to miss my stream days and then getting sick, and then there's constantly something, you know. But I'm sure I'll figure things out. But I hope you're doing good though. So what's the time for you now? Let's give it a bit more like square shoulders. Maybe that'll help to make it a bit more, I don't know, adult? Question mark. You can do it. Thank you. Thank you. 7:21 a.m. Oh dear. Well, good morning. Good morning to you. I'm trying to make like a suit kind of thing. Uh, Something like that? Question mark. Hmm. Ah, rude. School is stressing me out right now, but other than that, I'm meh. I mean, fair. Meh is about the normal standard, I think. But yeah, school can be a lot. I'm sorry to hear it's stressing you out, though. Do we give her a tie? We can give her a tie. Do I actually know how to draw suits? Not really. Mm. Can probably pack the stream set last. Ah, yeah. I know, definitely. Stream stuff goes last, but I have to pack everything else, and I have a full house to pack, but I have to make it like my apartment presentable in a very short span amount of time. Like I'd say less than a week at this point, and it's still looking like a mess. Eh, not excited about that. Uh, pocket? Can I pocket? Have you seen the Fate series? I have not. Not really. But this is the art request. They have their OC. Uh, so let's see. Let me grab this one real quick. So something like that. Because they wanted like a more mature version. So something like this, I guess? Question mark. Is that more mature? I don't know how to draw ears either, do I? I really don't. Uh, Angles are also difficult. Something like that. Hmm. Again, I don't have too much experience drawing like human shapes. I've tried. It's not like it's the first time I've drawn a human or anything. But it's yeah, I don't do it very often. So it be what it be right now. That's not it. Is that more mature? Is that a more mature version of this? I don't really know what to do about the suit situation here. Not gonna lie. Just clean this up a bit so I can see the sketch a bit better. Let's see. There's a lot of sketch lines right now. So it might not be very clear what I'm going for, but hopefully it'll make more sense once I actually get to it. But that one. Does that make sense? Question mark? I think so. Kind of. Question is how long do they want the hair to be? I think that's like a good length, no? Something like that. Let's try. Let's try. Oh, nope. First we're gonna grab this entire sketch and move it about a little bit. Because I try to fill the size of the canvas relatively well. Let's see. Okay. Also, since I'm not necessarily used to making these, I'm sorry if like all of the chibis end up looking like completely different. Like if your chibi ends up looking different from another one, I'm sorry. Because I'm trying. I'm trying to learn slowly but surely. Might take some practice to get it right. I'm Let's give it a little bit of a swiggle. Mm. Also, like I mentioned in the beginning, like these chibis are uh from the donathon for people who donated a certain amount. I also have some more full art pieces I need to do, but I kind of want to figure out all of the chibis before I start the uh full art ones, because those will take a lot longer. And I'm concerned that those might have to wait till after I've moved, because again, they'll take quite a bit more time to make, so they might have to wait a little bit. uh, the Kiwi is a fancy artist. What do you mean a fancy artist? How am I a fancy artist? I don't know how I'm a fancy artist. Ooh, that's not a bad swoop. But that one's too far though. Let's see. Um, that's not good. You can draw. That makes it. But that's part of being an artist, though. That doesn't make me a fancy artist because I can draw. I mean, anyone who draws can, they can draw. Even a stick figure means you can draw, and anybody can draw those. I'd imagine most people can draw. Yes, and you can be an artist with just that. To be fancy. Well, thank you. Excuse you. Have a good catnap, son. What do you mean you can't level death? I'm sure you can draw this as a circle, a line, a V, and another line, a V, and two dots. I'm pretty sure you can do that. And if you draw more of them, they can all be holding hands too. Look, there's the Chimera Kingdom holding hands. Everybody holding hands. Take my compliment. I'll deal with it. I just don't necessarily agree. Okay? I'll deal with its existence. Come on. Why are angles so hard? Okay. I think that's fine. I'm squinting at you. Excuse you? Squinting at me. Rude much? I've done nothing wrong. Is she looking a bit wonky? She's looking a bit wonky, isn't she? I can draw a smiley on paper, so I'm an artist. Finally, I got some skill in anything. Yeah. If you can draw this, or if you can draw even this, this is very fancy drawing. Yeah, this is like a level up. I might need to create a new layer here to get those eyes, because I don't want to mess up the other stuff. Come on. Okay, no. You know what? Let's just make it simple and easy for myself. Duplicate that. Whoops. It's fine. It should be... Where should it be? Ooh, pirate! 21 months. What the fuck? Oh, nice. Nice. Thank you so much. I didn't hear a notification sound, so I'm not sure why it's not giving the audio, but thank you very much. Pirate has been around for a while. um, will this beyond my skills? Nah, I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you. I believe you can do it. Give me my founder badge back. Oh dear. Do you not have the founder badge? Is it because you're... You do? Oh, did you lose it because you weren't actively subbed? Is that why? Ah, okay, okay, okay. Okay. You know, I'm gonna use the other brush for that, so it's like less harsh. I need to be okay with swapping brushes. I don't have to use one brush for everything. It's okay, Kiwelyn. You can do it. You can learn. You're still able to learn. I don't keep you a long time. Therefore, I'm special. Well, Pirate, you are special. Of course, you're special. You're my friend. Of course, you're special in that way. Just wish we could hang out more often. But time zones do be time zoning. Uh, I don't know if it's like a bragging thing to be special to me, but you know, like it is what it is, you know? Is it a bragging right? How do I go about this? I don't really know how to go about this. Mm, I don't really know. Let's get this first. And then this side. Uh, let's see. All my friends are special to me and Bragworthy. Well, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Um, how do we... Like, there's supposed to be like a shirt here as well. Something like that? Question mark? I don't know. I'm not a pro at this. Um, especially trying to make it chibi mature. That's like the opposite of what a chibi is, technically. it's a it's a challenge and a half to make a chibi mature when I barely know how to draw a chibi in the first place. But it's a challenge I've taken on. I try to give you guys what you want, as long as it's doable. And obviously within TOS. Okay, so this arm is going to be a lot shorter than I thought it would be. I might have to adjust things a little bit. Um, mm, let's see. Like that. Come on. You got this. There you go. I just need to get my ass out of bed to catch streams. Ah, fair. Amateur chibi is an oxymoron. What was that again? Does that mean opposites or something? Um, I'm not good with words, pirate. And my brain is functioning at off speed. I'm doing great if you couldn't tell. Uh, Come on. And then erase that. Oxymoron is the statement that contradicts it. Yeah. Yeah. That then. Because it most certainly is the opposite. Because a chibi is like a, a babyfication, I guess. You make it smaller, chunkier, and then trying to make it something smaller and chunkier, more adult is like, yeah, I mean, obviously it's possible, but it's definitely like turning it back into what it was supposed to be. So mature chibi. How do you go about drawing this other arm? I guess we're gonna cross it over a bit. Hmm. Should we draw it up instead, maybe? Something like that? That looks wonky as fuck, but like, maybe that's better? I think I might do that. Is it still on the... Yeah, it's still on a separate layer. Mm. So... The bend needs to be a little higher up. Somewhere here? Is that long enough? I think so. Mm. I might have to... Oh, these are two separate layers too, huh? There we go. Let's make this one another separate layer, shall we? Can I... Can I like hmm, hmm. I'm trying to make my life a bit easier here, but I feel like I'm making it harder. Let's do a copy and paste. Eh? It feels cheaty, but like if it works, it works? Question mark. Mhm. I need to get rid of that. And then this. And then I need to go on this layer and get rid of some of that. Just trying to make it like look decent. Like that, and then this one like that. Is that kind of adult-like? Does that kind of look adult-like? I don't know. I feel like it's too far down though. It might still be a little far down. Um, so let's try to move it up a bit. It will be somewhere around here. Here? Here. Probably. Because I'm trying to line it up with the other arm a little bit so that it's not so completely wonky or anything. I kind of like the bottom of the hair though, but it's going to be hidden now. It's fine. Okay. I think that's as good as I can do that. Let's do it like this. We could give it a little more length here to just show the hair a little bit. At least that way there's a little more hair. Now she needs legs. I'm pretty finally nice. Cat was sleeping in my arms. Aww. Yeah, my cats have a tendency to do that too, and like you're just stuck. Like you're legally not allowed to move. That's just how it is. I mean, anyone who owns a cat knows that. Unwritten rules. You know what? I'm just gonna draw the full leg if I can. Like if I can draw the leg. And then the other one. Yeah, is a rule. Yep, absolutely is. Any cat owner knows as such. Anytime I have to like get up and move, I feel so guilty. I feel like I'm breaking the law. Sometimes I just have to, and it sucks. Especially if they're comfortable. Um, how do I go about this? Mm, that doesn't make any sense. I don't really know how to go about I don't know how to draw pants. I feel like this leg is drawn a little bit too far back, possibly. And that might be why I'm struggling so much with that. Because, like, this is the middle, so it should be... The leg should technically be... somewhere like that? I'm not making this look good at all, am I? It's not making sense. Is that better? I think that's a bit better? Question mark? I don't know. Maybe not. Uh, it's fine. I'm sure I'll be forgiven for my shady pants. And then this side. And then this side. Let's clean them up a bit. Mm. That one's a little bit too wide, isn't it? Let's make it a bit smaller. That one's also a little wide. So these are like the, for those who don't know, the little folds at the end of the bands. You have on sleeves and pants. It will look a little better, I hope, I think. Once once they're actually done. I hope. And yeah, also another reminder that I am slightly sick, so if I do sound a little different than usual, that do be why. Uh, Thank you for the headpats. Okay, and then I'll just give her some shoes. Simple shoes, just lines. Because I can't draw shoes. Why is one pant leg is much longer than the other? It's fine. It's fine. Just ignore that I ever made that. What about there? That seems a bit better, I think. There, and then like that. wide. That's fine. There you go. Should be okay. It's still longer than the other though. Uh, it's it's fine. It's fine. Actually, without doing that, I can just go back. I can use those same lines. Let's just move these somewhere there.
Meow.
Meow to you, Crowley. Hello. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hi. I have a ton of energy, if you couldn't tell, and my voice is definitely okay. My throat is not sore at all. Taking a bit more easy today. Why does this always feel so much longer, no matter what I do? It shouldn't. No, not that side. This one. There. It's fine. We'll just use that. Okay. There. That's fine. It's an adult chibi, I think. I don't know. Is it? Is it an adult chibi? I don't know. Coming down with or have the flu. I don't know. I might have gotten the flu. I did have to air out my house a bit the other day, and I feel like I might have gotten sick after that. So it's very possible. Why do I feel like this looks like a pajama and not like a suit jacket? It's fine. It's totally fine. Mm. Let's clean that up a bit. Oh, it's on the wrong layer. Like 6. This layer. Okay. Pajamas and suit combined, best of both worlds. And one sounds incredible. Where can I get some? Well, it was supposed to look like, more adult or whatever. Um, so I'm not sure if I managed to achieve that. Because it was like, uh, but in a suit and taller, more mature for my chibi. Um, so yeah, hopefully this is alright. Okay, and then down. Hi, Sean. How are you doing? Okay, I think this is fine. Um, more gray hair. I need to. I think I need to adjust the background color here a little bit because. No, not quite that much. Ugh, so bright. Because I need a little bit of background to put it against. That looks too bright. I need. Anything I put it on right now is just. Okay, let's do this for now. Because I just need some background for it. So if I were to fill this now, yeah, it fills in everything. Okay, well, for two layers. There we go. Okay, so they wanted a bit more gray hair. So we'll do it like this. Okay, and then um I guess we're gonna refer to this one, or do they say anything about colors? No, they didn't say anything about colors. So let's go for like a blue, I guess. Let's do blue. Baby gonna make tea? Alright, no worries. Let's make it a little darker. Um, let's see. This song is about being quarantined. It was made during COVID. It's catchy though. I'm home in quarantine. I can't do anything about it. Sounds about right. Talking about he'd stocked up his freezer on Grandiosa pizza, and now he's kind of tired of it. Understandable. That did do happen because everybody lived off of it. Why is there no audio? What the fuck? Well, Theo, thank you so much for giving a gift sub to Patcher. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know why there's no audio to it right now. I've got no idea. Um, I noticed that earlier too. Let me see. Um, what's it called again? Have I been logged out? Is that why it's not? No. Hmm. What's the? Very odd. Very odd. Very, very odd. Everything is up and running, so it shouldn't really be an issue. Hmm. let me let me test this. Oh, whoops. That was follow. So.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? What? It should be working, so it's a little odd. And my tech expert is not here right now.
I am cute.
No. I'll be audio. Oh my god! What? Yeah. Lurky lurk, gotta get back. Have a good stream. Alright, Crowley. See you later. Um, what color tie should we do? What do we think? I feel like red is so typical. Should we give Should we go with the image and go with like a green to use the inspiration from the original photo? Maybe could do that. How does this look? Is that a decent combo? Um, since we're using the other one as reference, I'm gonna assume that they're a bit darker skin because I was told to use this as reference, so I feel like it's too... something like that? Question mark? There is a line that I don't agree with. Shoot. Ooh, a 3-stream streak. Nice. My favorite pastime, Mr. Kid. Yeah, no. No, that does not sound very good. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. You gotta behave, you know? Gotta behave. Okay, and I had a hard time figuring out this eye color, but it's either like a pink or an orange kind of situation. And again, I've not been specified on any details about the character, only that it's like similar to this. So there's not much I can do, I think, other than just assume. And I hate assuming, but like what can I do, you know? So let's go grab the other color here. I don't want to do this project anymore. Oh no, what kind of project is it? If you told me, I've forgotten for sure. But we do it something like that, so we have a similar effect. There we go. And then, yeah, of course it's gonna struggle then. Actually, let's not do it that way. Let's do let's fill in these. It's a video project that's due this Sunday. Not only do I have to make a video, I have to make a contract? You have to make a contract. What for? That sounds complicated. I could never. So we could make it more see-through. No, I think... Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. What if I select the layer? What if I do a purple? More like this purple. And then make it more like this, maybe. So that may be good. I don't know. Here's a project for my business class. It's a training video on business ethics, how to behave at work. Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm sure you'll do good. That's not too bad. Hmm. What if we make it... Can I... Is it... Yeah, it is affecting it. Okay, good. Hmm. Goodness. Maybe more pink is good, yeah. Let's do that. Okay. Mm, I see these that are gonna annoy me, so we're gonna erase those. And then we're gonna do. Then we're gonna do. Merge. Merge. There we go. Plus the tie goes all the way around. Or should I leave it white? Yeah, because maybe the tie is actually going underneath that and not on top. Thank you. Let's do that. Alright. Let's first of all go up here. Uh, let's see. I am losing focus. It's fine. I am high functioning right now, clearly. Clearly high function. Mm. And then let's get rid of some of that. Because it's supposed to be on the eye itself. Okay. Now we're gonna add some shadows and such. Think let's go with a color closer to this. I guess we can try. I am also experimenting a little bit, so you'll have to excuse anything that looks a little odd. Mm. Something like that, question mark. Was it I need to be on top? And then clean up the lines a little bit. Mm-mm-mm. Hopefully it'll turn out alright. Uh, should be like shadowed a bit more like this, I guess. The only thing I remember it quite vividly from like whenever I've learned about drawing from like actual classes and stuff is just don't shadow with black. Just don't shadow with black. It becomes so boring, they say. I always tend to shadow with black, so I'm not one to speak. I'm a bit boring like that. But I'm trying to learn slowly but surely shadow with other colors. Normally I kind of sit down and pick every shadow manually, but I feel like I kind of need to be okay not doing that as well. Like using, yeah, one set color is also okay. Um, what program are you using? I am using Clip Studio Paint, is what I'm using. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome, welcome. Also, I'm a fair bit calmer today than usual because I'm a slight bit sick. So there's usually a little more energy around. I'm not necessarily super hyper or anything, but yeah, usually a little more energy than today. Uh, hello, hello. Uh, how is your day going, by the way? I feel like I need to make these darker. Can I? Can I like unbind that to that and then bind this to that and then make it a little darker? Just make it a lot larger. Liquid tea? Nice, nice. I should make myself some tea later, honestly. Probably should. Um, okay, so this layer. Okay. That's a very large pen. It's so nice being able to actually draw on PC though, because I used to always draw on my iPad on Procreate, but um it is a bit limiting in storage space and size of the canvases and on all of that kind of stuff because yeah, you can't store very much on an iPad. So when coding uh gave me his extra drawing tablet, I was very happy because then I could actually start drawing on PC because I couldn't really afford to get a tablet of my own. It was on the list of what to get for stream eventually and stuff, but yeah. Um, nothing better than tea house with almost everything and tastes wonderful. Yeah, it's just like the problem with me and tea is that I drink sugar with a little bit of tea in it, not the opposite. So, I don't know how much health benefits it'll have. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Uh, I'm just trying to figure out these shadows. Again, I'm not necessarily a pro at this stuff. I'm just trying my best. My goodness, the poor tea. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The tea tastes good. As long as it tastes good, it's right? And I only drink like fruit teas, like forest fruits and four red fruits and stuff like that. So like sweet teas. And they're not even sweet unless you put a lot of sugar in them. So I do that. I do put a lot of sugar in. I mean, it's all going to the same place anyway, so I don't feel bad for the tea, you know? Uh, Just get some shadows down here. Mm-mm-mm. Would probably be some shadow underneath the hand. And here too, because of the overlap. Uh, let's figure the top half up first before I go over to the bottom half. Mm. Uh, well, I don't like sugar. And you don't like sugar? Sugar's so good though. It's sweet. I like sugar. A little bit too much. I mean, to be honest, good on you. Is kind of good for you. To not like it. To some degree, because obviously we do need some amount of sugar, but you don't need as much sugars as I eat. Certainly not. I've got just a very strong sweet tooth. So that's not necessarily a good thing that. Can I create some shape in the hair? I don't know how to go about this, to be fair. Mm. Since it's like short hair, shouldn't have too long strands like this either, should it? So if I want to sweeten something, I add honey or any other natural ingredients. Fair. I mean, that's good on you. I'm gonna say it like that. It's good on you because it's healthier. It just doesn't work for me. Thank you for the follow, Almond Bright. Welcome to the Chimera Kingdom. Welcome, welcome. I know the reason it doesn't work for me is because it's a different kind of sweet, right? It's a bit more bitter. It's bittersweet. So for me, that's like not enough. But if that's good enough for you, that's a good thing. It's a good thing that it works for you. It sucks that it doesn't for me. I wish it did, and I grew up eating a
Wait,
lot of
what?
honey. Wait, what? Oh, it worked now as well. What? What happened? Huh? So the pirate sub came through now. I guess it's because I went to the webpage and updated it? Question mark. I gave it a little kick, like, hey, you are connected. That means something might be delayed and say later that a sub was gifted because one was gifted earlier. And if it's delayed, then that might happen. Let's bring this. And then this one. Mm.
Oh my
Yeah, there we go.
god!
I figured that might happen. That is the delayed notification. I don't know why it's so delayed, but it came through in the end. Yeah, I know that. Oh my god, why? That's for like gifting a sub. And somebody gifted a sub earlier, but the notification audio didn't go off. But now, way later, it did. And it's catching up on things that happened earlier. Don't know why, but it is what it is. Um, let's try to get some shape into this hair. A little bit at least. I got a sub. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You did get a sub, yeah. Theo gave you a sub. Theo is very kind. Nearly every stream lately has been giving out like a sub or two to people, and I'm very thankful for that. I don't know if my shadows are any good, but I can hope, right? Uh, let's see. Most of this would probably be in shadow, to be honest. Honestly, we would just do that entire thing in shadow, because most likely it would be. I'm trying to bring life to this hair, but I don't really know. I don't have enough, practice drawing hair yet, I think, to kind of understand where to put the shadows and highlights and stuff quite yet, but I'm trying to learn slowly but surely. Let's try to put one more in there just to have a little more, a bit more shadow. And these chibis is like, some chibis are faster to draw, others are a bit slower to draw, and since this one has more, anatomy to do, it takes a bit longer. And I am trying my best on all of these, that's why it might take a minute to make them. Okay. Let's move down here. Might have to make these shadows on the clothes a little darker just afterwards. Because I feel like once I lighten them up a bit, they're gonna be too light colored. They're not gonna be dark enough. I'll figure that out when the time comes. Yeah, definitely in the shoes. I'm gonna have to go a bit of a different route at least. This one, and then shoop. I'll definitely have to make it a bit darker once I get to that. Mm. Should have bring some more shadow to the thigh because it's like behind the other leg. Mm. Oof. Something like that. Shouldn't be too heavy shadow on the bottom here because it's not like falling in on herself or anything. Just want a little bit of shadow. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't. Yeah, the skin. Can you imagine shadowing everything except for the skin? That would be bad. Okay. So that I'm gonna unclip that. Okay, I'm gonna do a clipping mask on top of that. And we're gonna do this color and put it a little darker. No, I think we're gonna make it a little more purple to kind of match up with. I want to keep it still similar color, but it needs to be a bit darker. Mm. Can I do that with everything? I'm just gonna do that with everything. Let's just do it all a little bit darker. Is it not? Oh, it is coloring it. Okay. Okay. We'll do it like this, and then we're gonna merge that back down, and we're gonna clip that back on, and then we're gonna. Yeah, that's a bit better. Because it's not gonna be this dark or anything. Just need to figure out where I want the. Is that a good balance? Maybe. Don't think that's too bad. We have some white. The question is, how much do we highlight? I don't think I'm gonna highlight too much because I don't necessarily know how to go about that at the moment. I feel like it doesn't necessarily need it either, to be honest. Oh, I need to put that on. No, what? Hi, Trickiness. Yeah, I told you prices are gonna go up. Too bad, so sad, right? Things have doubled in price.
Drinking water!
Nice, I'm drinking some water. Inflation, dude. Affected even general points. Most definitely the reason why. But yeah, I had to increase the prices a bit because yeah, as my channel grows, more and more people are gonna come around, and I don't want things to be spammed and such. And my stuff has always been very cheap. It still isn't even that expensive compared to most others, I'd say. I think it's pretty fairly priced. So you gotta deal with it. Let's do this kind of. Ah! Rude! Can't do my usual entrance every stream now. Well, too bad, so sad. Gotta deal with it. That's what happens when a channel grows. It has to change a bit. Have to adjust, you know. Make it a little less bright. I think that's fine. Mm. Do we think this looks like an adult version of this, kind of? Because it was like using this as reference with this hairstyle in a suit to make it look a bit more adult. A bit more adult. I need to save. I haven't saved once since I started. Uh-oh. Let me make sure that I got it right. Okay, where is it? This was for Kiwelyn Diopside. You think Lupin would be happy with this? I feel like we need a little addition to this. Something is missing. We always need a little bit of blush. I feel like that's a bit wrong color for the skin tone. Is that a bit better? Is that a bit better? Need a little bit color on those cheeks. There we go. Now we got a little bit color on those cheeks. Um, it's a bit difficult because I don't really know how to make that look super good or anything. Like that. And then come on. A little bit of red there. And tiny bit on the forehead just to give it some color. There. Adult chibi, I think. Okay. Let's see. Let's first of all. No, I'm still missing something. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Almost there. I always need to make sure that my name is somewhere. to key the wounded. There. Oop. And now we're gonna do like a proper, yeah, color them. Let's show. It's a little too dark now. A little too invisible. Something like that. Yeah, I'm so tired, but I gotta work tonight. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear, Draco. Hopefully, work won't treat you too badly today. Let's save this a PNG. I'm trying to make one of the lines be my signature so no one steals it. Lines? What do you mean? Do you mean like these kinds of lines? Or the image, or is it the hairline? Hmm. Yeah. I don't even know how to do a signature, to be honest. So I just write my name. Kind of. This is the best I do. That's my signature. It's the best I can do. See the hair covering the face and black line. Yeah, these or you make your signature. So you would do like this instead of the line. Huh. Interesting. Ah, how would I write my name in cursive? Uh, Something like that. It's a smart way of doing it. I just don't know how to go about that. So I'm just putting them in like this currently. Um, mm, mm, mm. Uh, is it not? Let's do it like this. Change the padding in the part. Fair. Fair enough. Well, this is what it is right now. Let me uh let me post this in the art channel to see what Lupine thinks. Art. I uh let's see. I did. Let's see. What's this? Okay. I gotta buy ink to make some art pieces for a couple friends. Ooh, well, feel free to share it in the art channel once you do. Okay. You turned out alright. Right? I think it's too bad. Oh dear, I'm seeing, it's fine. Yeah, yeah. There. Oh. If I get a mistake, I gotta redo account racing. That's true. That is true. Hmm. Okay. Now moving on to the next one. Let's see, who are we doing next? Who are we doing next? We have completed all of these. We've completed Lupine, we've completed that one, we've done the ghost, we've done that one. Next is Leo. We're doing Leo next. Okay. Let's see. Preference for chibi, if possible, as a chill at home version, maybe with a sweater or jumper instead of the battle gear, without the lion and sword. Okay, so he wants his chibi to be comfy. Let me grab his image. Let's see. Let's bring this up. So this is Leo's OC. Very cool looking. Very cool looking with a very cool lion. Very cool. He said without the lion in this case though, so just his OC comfortable. Maybe with a sweater or jumper. I'm spending 200 euros on 5 drawings. Oh yeesh. Well, that's a lot of money. Not much I can say. That's a lot of money. What's up? Hello, Marut. Welcome in. We're just about to start up a new little doodle drawing here. We'll let you be drawing. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Ah, rude. I'm not adorable. Fuck you. Fuck you in particular, okay? But I'm good. I'm good. Ah, fuck's sakes. I feel watered. Does he have cat eyes? No, round eyes.
Drinking water!
I shall indeed drink some water. Thank you. Because you've been watered. Debatable. Excuse me? Hi, Hydro King. That's not how you do that. Something like that. Um, I'm trying to think of what's like Cozy. I could have like a cup of cocoa or something. Um, it's not, it stops kind of here. Mm. Uh, Fucking hell, you and your betting on the goddamn thing. Mm. Could do like this kind of a chair. Yeah, without those. It's fine, it can be simple. Mm. Something like that. Uh-huh. It would be something like that. Hmm. Does this seem comfy? Is this a comfy hoodie type of thing? I like that. Uh, mm, I feel like that ear might be way too large. Might be way too large. Something like that. I think that might be better. And something like that. Uh, is that comfy? Is that is that a comfy version? Did he say anything else? Chill at home version. Maybe in a sweater or jumper instead of battle gear and without the lion and sword. Okay. I think. I think that's okay. He said he didn't want a lion, but we can, like, at least represent it. Give it a little representation. Um, Something like that. Mm, I feel like it's a little too high up. Mm, something like that. I love baggy pants. I don't know why. They're just comfortable. I don't like tight fitting stuff. I mean, I use tights and stuff when I have dresses on and such, but like for like general day to day, I prefer just comfortable stuff, to be honest. Loose clothing that doesn't really feel too constricting or anything. Mm, something like that. What's this? Oh, it's a chair. I started like wondering about my own sketch. It's okay. I'm very tempted to just give it like a upwards nose sniffing in the cocoa, but I could give him a nose, but I usually don't. I feel like maybe this one is better with a nose though. Let's move these down a bit. Just make that a part of the hair. There we go. Okay. I think that's fine. And as always, try to fit it as much as possible within the frame. Just slice it up. Okay. Let's dim down the sketch. Let's get our pen up. Okay. I feel like that's a bit thick, isn't it? That's a bit better. Uh-huh. Something like that. Mm. No, that's a bit. Because it would go around the head on the other side, technically. Let's go in a bit. Hello, Cobbler. How are you doing? Art, I like art. Nice. Oh, I don't know if you like my art, but it's art nonetheless. Sort of. Kind of. I think. uh, wait, if I do erase that. I like it. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. There we go. And then we're gonna do like that little ear situation. There, and then like that. That's not a round head, is it? Something like that. And then we gotta get this head. Eh. I feel like every chibi I make have like a different head shape. Until I figure out what my style is, I think this is gonna continue being like that for a while. Whatever I feel like looks alright with this particular drawing is usually what I end up with. Because I don't quite know what is my style yet, let's just say. Um, uh. Also, for anybody who's just dropped in and stuff, we're currently making Leo's character, his OC. Again, those who were around during the donathon who donated a certain amount was promised a chibi. We still have to do some finished artworks as well eventually, but currently I'm working on the chibis first, and then I'll do the finished artworks later. Because that might take longer, especially since I have to move and such. So we'll get to that eventually. Okay, I think we're gonna go with that head, and then we're gonna move it down a bit, I think, to adjust it to where the rest of the body is. Mhm. There we go. And he wanted like a hoodie or something, so I'm gonna give him like a hooded coat cape thing. That's not it. No, don't like it. I had to think for a second because it's like I have to consider whether I want to redo it or not. Can I at least get this sleeve correctly? Okay, if I know. Mm. Mm. Okay, I think that's fine. And then we need the other side. That's a little too. Come on. There we go. There. And then I think I'm gonna do another. Is this straight? It's straight. Okay. Let's do like a. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do this first. Can I? I am not great at making circles, clearly. You do art as well? Yes, I do. I do indeed. I'm not necessarily a pro at it, but I do. Uh-uh. I am a variety streamer, so looks good. And Christopher, thank you. I don't really know what my style is yet, so anytime I make these, they end up looking a little bit different. This one I made before. But all of them end up looking a little, either rounder or more square or whatever. Uh, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out how, like, what my art style is currently, but it's been difficult because I had to always draw on my iPad until recently when coding, my boyfriend had an extra drawing tablet laying around that he allowed me to take home. So that's allowed me to draw on PC for once, and I got to explore a bit more from the programs that are available. What am I doing? Why is it like this? Can I do that and then, like, erase that? Be awesome. Okay. Is it not a very deep cup, but it is a cup nonetheless. Okay. We're gonna give it to Leo. There you go. And then I don't know if this is any good, but mm, it looks like it's just spilling it. It's okay. It's not actually spilling it. Uh, I'll figure this out when I get to it. What? No, let's put it there and then. Well, there goes the handle. Um, but yeah, the point is, this is Leo, and he wanted like a home version with like a hoodie or a sweater or something without the lion and the weapon and stuff. But I kind of want to bring in the lion, so I'm gonna represent it on here, whether he wants it or not. But yeah, a very cool character though. Very cool character. Uh, Okay, let's bring the other arm like that. Mm, Let me draw his little a lion on here. That's way too big. There you go. Very scary lion, clearly. Definitely feels like it's gonna come out and attack you. Back to this one. Okay. Let me do another layer just to like be safe here. Mm. Ooh, I kind of likes that one. Make that a bit closer. Gotta go to our kitty. Go early today. I'm not adorable though. Hope you have a lovely stream. Thank you. Have a good night.
Drinking water!
Yes, I shall drink some water. Thank you.
I'ma need you to do some stretches now.
Yep. Oh, my muscles are cracking. I should have probably stretched a bit before. Did I forget to do that? No. Okay. And there you go. Let's do this and then. I don't know. What the fuck was that kind of shoe? I already know I can't draw shoes and feet and stuff, but come on. Layers are a blessing for erasing lines. I have no idea. Let's bring it back a little bit though. I think that makes a bit more sense. There you go. Yeah, there's something wrong with that shoulder. There we go. Okay. I think that should be okay. And then we need the chair. And one of these, like. Can I please get that curve right? I guess not. Yeah, we're gonna. Nope. It's like you can make the sketch and you can be happy with it, and then when it comes to the actual drawing, you're just like you can't do it again. Okay, I think that's fine. Then nope. Can I rotate it to make this a bit easier on myself? That's fine. Okay, and then we're gonna do that. And then like that. Because the chair is still behind them. How's this? Is that comfy? It looks a bit messy. There we go. Does it look comfy? I hope so. I see that though. Don't want that. I am a bit nitpicky. I'm trying not to be for a lot of things, but like sometimes, you know. Okay. Let's start a little bit of coloring, shall we? So he's like a blonde brown. I'll probably use this as a reference. Um, I'll use this for the iris. I'll do it a little darker. There we go. His face color would be somewhere around here. What is that? Unwanted line? Yes. We don't want the unwanted lines. The fuck? What? Huh? Why did it... Okay. Did I click on the line by accident? Probably. Maybe. Okay. And then we're gonna... There. And then... I kind of... I'm tempted to do like a white shirt because of his like white lion, like a white hoodie. Something like that. Let's grab this one again. And then let's grab this one. No, whoops. This one. Okay. You know, let's use the gold. And then bring back to this one again. Something like that, maybe? Where we can represent the little lion. I don't know, because his lion thing is white though. Let's do it back like it was. I kind of like that a bit better. Should I do it darker? What if I... No, okay. Like that. Like that. And then we're gonna do this one. Instead of the head. There we go. And then we're gonna go grab... Stop it. I'm gonna go grab this one again. Let's make it a bit darker on the pants. And then grab this again. And fill the inside of the hoodie because the hoodie is a bit darker on the inside. Because shadows. I see a stupid thing that I should have erased before I merged the layers. It's fine. Let's see. What should we color? Could do more of a wood tone. Wrong layer. Keeping the theme with the brown and the white. And then and then the hot cocoa must be brown. I'm just gonna do a little bit of make it a bit smaller. A bit like this because it's like, what's it called? Fuck, what's it called? I totally forgot. The 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 damp, the not fog, but I keep forgetting the name. The steam, I think. I think it's called steam. The steam coming off of the cocoa. Um, I still want a bit more color to the drink though. No. X6. White. There you go. Okay. What should we do for the chairs? My question. What color should we do? Because there's red. I feel like red's too much. There's blue. I feel like I should land somewhere in the same color scheme as... Ooh, that might be nice. Maybe that one. Don't think that's a bad one. Like that. That can work. Oh, I did not mean to rotate that. And fill these in. What do we think? Still good? I'll still have to add shadows, but hopefully he'll be happy with that. Let's see. Let's do the same on this as we did on the other. I'm gonna use this one because it's a bit easier to control the shapes that you make with it. So like that. And then I really don't know how to deal with hair yet. I'm trying my best, but I just don't know how to split hair yet, per se. Because I really don't know how to make hair strands in general. So hopefully it turns out alright. Mhm. Something like that. And then some shape over here. Okay, put some shadow over here. Because I'm trying to think like where's the light coming from, but I'm not necessarily the best at it. But I'll learn as I go. I'll learn as I go. Mm. Okay. So I'm gonna try to use the same like shadow on all of it like I did on the other, and then see how it turns out. Fix it up if I need to. Something like that? Question mark. I must sound like the very like most secure artist you've ever heard of, I'm sure. Definitely know what I'm doing. Yep. So, what? Adding Steam. Yeah. I didn't even see that message. Sorry, I missed it. But yeah, like, to look up. So it's hot chocolate. That, and then the underside of the ear. And then that hair would be in the shadow. Uh, Fully focused. See, I yes and no. It's like I keep looking over at chat and stuff, but when I do drawing, not that much activity happens in chat usually. So I do go into focus mode a bit every now and again because I don't see anything, and then when I look back, I'm like, oh, there's actually a message there. Whoops. Uh, Like that. Um, yeah, I do go into somewhat of a focus mode because I'm trying to, you know, figure out what to do, but I still, like chatting and stuff. So I still look at chat. Occasionally I'll just miss out. This. Oops. I feel like I need the darker shadow for the chair itself, so I might just fix all of this stuff and then do the chair shadow afterwards. Would obviously be a shadow under that. The underside of the arm. Oh. Just do a little bit of shadow over like this. Like that. And this would be kind of in the shadow on the back side, so we'll do like this. Go. Okay, and then the pants need a shadow. Especially since he's sitting down, we need some shadow underneath. And then this. Oops. Rotate that to make my life easier. Oh, ooh, I say that as moving it upside down is actually really hard. Okay, these probably will need a darker shadow. There we go. I don't know how viewer friendly it is to turn the canvas all the time, but it's what I gotta do to get the angles. Okay. Um, Hi, Lip. Welcome in. I'm doing alright. I'm a little bit sick, so I'm trying to be a bit more quiet and calm than usual. But I'm good. How are you? Mm, uh, I wish you a speedy recovery. Thank you. Being sick really sucks. Sorry to. Yeah, it does, but I'll be okay. Thank you. Mhm. I'm looking to start practicing art like you're doing it. Oh, really? I'm interested in the program you're using right now. I was wondering what would you recommend to buy? Perpetual license, 1 year plan, 12-month license. They are all on sale at the moment. Ooh, are they on sale? I would recommend getting like the permanent version personally. But I want to upgrade my license because I have the cheap version, I suppose you can call it. But I would recommend like getting the perma version, unless you're on like a iPad or something. Because on the iPad, you can only have a subscription based. Yeah, that's the reason I didn't use Clip Studio on my iPad because of the subscription. I used Procreate. But once I moved to PC, I definitely got this one because you don't need a subscription on PC. Um, I'll be doing it on computer. Yeah, then I would recommend you get the permanent version because even if newer versions come out, you'll at least keep this version of it. So you won't have to buy it again. Basically, you can if you want a newer version, but you don't have to per se. So. Really appreciate the advice. I also think, no worries, no worries. I'm not professional at art or anything, but like any way I can help, I will try to help. But once you start drawing, I definitely want to see. I do want to see. Keep me updated. So just to be sure, the perpetual license is I think so. I'd think so because there's only sub and perma. Yeah, you spoke to me 2 minutes. Oh, I appreciate that. That's sweet. I love your art streams. I love your you do. Well, I appreciate it. I'm not necessarily the best artist out there, but I am trying. I am learning. I am struggling to find my art style half the time. So, the kind of part of this is just learning, to be honest. And since I moved on from iPad to drawing tablet for PC, it's been a bit of a journey to try to learn all the tools and stuff and such. And it'll still take a while, I'd say, but I'm getting there. I'm learning more as I go and draw. I really like what you're making, though. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's real good. Thank you. I'm always hard on myself. You know that. Learning it can be quite overwhelming. You're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, it has way more options than Procreate on iPad, let's just say. But that's the point. It is better, in every sense of the word. But it's just having the subscription on iPad was just a no-go for me, unfortunately. So I used Procreate, which is a good app, but the problem with iPad and stuff is that you have very limited space and such. And the tools you can use can be a bit more limited, and the amount of layers you can use is very limited. Uh, and the more drawings you make, the slower the program will run and stuff and such. That's not necessarily the case on PC. It's just because there's limited space on an iPad. So, mm. But yeah, let's see. Okay, let's reduce the opacity here, shall we? How's this looking? I think that's okay. I wanna bring a little bit of that. see. There. Yeah. Let's try to bring in some highlights as well, a little bit. Um, yeah, out of all channels you could be lurking in for art, I'm surprised you chose mine. I don't necessarily do art too often. It's something I enjoy doing and I want to do it more. But yeah, again, I didn't really have a tablet to draw with, and hooking up my iPad was really difficult. So now that I have a bit of a other possibility now, I'm trying to draw a bit more than I used to. Because I always drew like on my tablet off stream, so why wouldn't I draw a bit on stream? No, we'll keep it on there. Um, and just a little bit of highlights here and there just to get some edges. Should we get it on the cheek? Yeah, a little bit. Uh, Something like that. And then, last but not least, we mustn't forget we need some color. I like to bring some color back into them cheekums. Let's do a bit more of a red tone as well. It's hard to know because like different skin colors look better with different kinds of blushes. Because like a pink blush will look very different on darker skin than it will on light skin. So it's like about finding the right tone so that it does the skin justice. There we go. So all these small things to keep in mind when you're doing art. Like it's not necessarily important per se, but it'll help it look more natural, I guess. As much as this can look natural, I don't know. But you know, we have a little bit more color on them. I'll reduce it a little bit though. There we go. I keep forgetting to save. uh, that's great. Yeah. And then I nearly forgot again. We need. Let's do it on the sleeve this time because it's already white. Let's see. It's so thick. A little thicker than that though. Okay. No. Okay. And now we're gonna make it a bit more. Oh, yeah. And then we're gonna remove the background, and then we're gonna save as. Gonna save it as a PNG for the Unimbo. There we go. Um, I think Lupine ended up liking their OC. Isn't the cat gif with big eyes? Okay, let's see here. I want to just send this in the Discord so that Leo can get his art. Here. This one. Uh, Leo. Below. Here's your coffee of duty. Let's see. Let's hope he likes it. Nice. Okay. Let's have a quick look. See, is there any more? Yes. Okay. I think we can do one more. So I'm gonna save the image reference for this one. Let's see. Okay. Next, we're doing Coco, or a Konjo, as it's actually called. So Coco had sent this as a reference. This is their Guild Wars 2 avatar. This has to be very much simplified, so this will be fun. Okay. Ooh, it's gonna be fun to try to draw wings though, because I'm just still trying to learn how the hell to draw wings. Um, hmm. They didn't say anything about what they wanted for it, so what could we do for that chibi? I wonder. This is very bright, very bright. Hmm. Should be natural for a chimera to draw wings. I don't know about that one. Yeah, wings. There's wings. I mean, that didn't even turn out that bad, honestly. But there's wings. We like them. Beautiful wings. Okay. So let's see. I need to figure out what kind of pose I want to put them in. No, I am super tempted to be a little bit of a menace because it didn't specify any pose. I'm very tempted to put him in a cup because I keep calling him Coco instead of Konjo. I'm very tempted to just put him inside of a inside of a cup. I could put him inside of a cup. Should I put him inside of a cup? Sounds fair. I am stupidly tempted. And then it's like, yeah, yeah. It would be cheatsy with the clothing and stuff, but like, I could represent the clothing like a gem on the cup, I guess. And then what if we do like that kind of, could do like a, to represent the shoulder piece, we could do like a handle like that. beautiful sketch. Stunning sketch. I think I'm gonna go with that, to be honest. Cause why not? Anything else? I could do like a couple lines like these, just to bring in some of the design elements of the in-game stuff, I guess. Something like that. I guess could work. Okay. I'm gonna. This is like an awful sketch. I'm gonna make a new one on top of this one. Since I'm kind of making this relatively symmetrical, I'm gonna cheat a bit with this one. I'm gonna. That's not it. What's it? No. What's half of 1080? It's 540. So here. Oops. Kiwelyn Diopside. Excuse me, I'm not cute. No. FX6. Ruler. I want you to show on all layers. Thank you very much. And then I'm gonna move you. Oh, you kind of are in the middle. Nice. Send the sketch so you can see what I meant. Oh. Let me see. Ooh, cute. Cute. Very cute. The fizz. Yeah, I see what you mean that you put it into the hair, yeah. It's clever. It's clever. I don't know how I would make it look good though. Who said you're not cute? I said I'm not cute. I said I'm not. And my opinion matters, right? That's what you guys say. Okay. Let's see. Let's start making like a little bit of a better sketch for this, shall we? I mean, you're not gonna see the bottom of that, so it doesn't really matter how it looks at the bottom. It's just okay, like that. I'll fix the hair after. Yay. You know what? I feel like just making fun of him. he he usually talks about money, like in Guild Wars 2, as if it's like easy because he has time to grind it and stuff. So I'm like, We'll do it like that. Mhm. Let's turn. Can I turn it off temporarily? Okay, so we're gonna do something like that. And then this seems more like a finished piece, but it's not. It's still just a sketch. Because I'm trying to get it down what I want it to be like, because I don't quite know. Uh, 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 uh. Mm, mm, Show and all. Something like that. I feel like these need to be longer because they're farther down on the wings. Something like that. I don't. No, backtrack. Good thing this is still just a sketch. I feel like the ears were too far down. Just the entire thing, basically. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's see, and then we're gonna turn that off again. Just do like that instead. Mm, Something like that. And then just remove this. And then that. Again, this is still just the sketch, so it doesn't matter if it's a little messy. Let's move the whole head up a little bit so we can see a little bit of the face. And then let me do it on another layer just in case I need to. I'm trying to find out like the best. Oh dear, what the fuck happened to those? Maybe that. Are those good? I think those might be good. I don't draw wings that often. Like the times I try, they end up looking shitty as hell. So I am trying my best here to make it look like decent. And then the crystal is kind of longer at the bottom, so we'll represent that like this. Like that, and then we can do something like that. Then the hands. Now we need them a bit closer, so one hand is probably going to end up kind of underneath the hair, isn't it? It's fine. Either that or we leave the hair down in there. Whichever works out better. It's duplicating to the other side if I do that. Okay. Like that, and then we're gonna do we can design like this. No. Like this, and then gonna go back down there. Yeah, I feel like I should drag these down. Something like that. And then, you know what? We can do one on both sides. It doesn't have to just be one side. I kind of like these. I would love a mug with like handles like these. I think it's cute. Okay. Do we think this is fine? I think this is fine, right? Let me remove the first sketch. Let's remove this, and then let's turn off this again. So it would be like that. I don't think that's too bad. What's this on his forehead, though? Oh, it's the part of the, thingy. I don't quite know how to draw that because I can't really see it. And I'm not exactly in game to check the design of it, so we're gonna just do like a little thing like that. I think something like that. Okay. Because this band there is like a part of the band thing. Oh, it has also these golden things up the ears. I guess speaking as see game screenshots from items. Yeah. I think it's okay. I'll just draw it like this. It has to be simplified anyway. I think this is fine. Okay. The evolving sketch started with this. Beautiful little sketch. Turned into this. And now we're gonna actually try to get it drawn. Okay. We need this to be on. Is it on? Yeah. We're gonna start with symmetry and then I'm gonna draw on top to get the stuff that isn't symmetrical. Let's do that's very thick. Let's get it even farther in. No. Nope. Nope. I feel like this needs to be a bit higher up and then We can go back down again. I'm gonna move back to this one for these, because that'll look a bit better. Let's see. Can I bring that in a bit? Bring that in a bit. I think that's fine for the wings. And then I drew it on the layer with a okay. That's fine. I'm not redrawing him, it's fine. Okay. This one. Let's do the ears first. Back to this one thing. Can I make this a little more see-through? Thinking because I can't turn it off because the thingy is attached to it. The middle line, the I keep forgetting the name. What the fuck? The mirroring tool. The ruler. There you go. The ruler. I'm gonna add this because it's a part of the crown thing. Something like that. Just act like it's like attached like that or something. But it'll be underneath the hair anyway. And then do this one. Ooh. Oh yeah. There we go. That's better. It gives a vibe. Definitely gives a vibe. Hi, Vulpix. How are you doing today? Fucking hell. Okay, and then why is it like this? There we go. And then Very, yes. Well, that sounds great. Fuck six. There we go, and then nope, nope, nope. That's fine. Just realized why is Beanie called Milo now? Who? I don't know. I don't know. I also hi Bean. Is it because you want to be called a Milo instead of Bean? It's an actual nickname for my guy from your guy friends? Milo? Okay. Let's make them a bit more clear again. Let's get rid of some details within the ears. Like that, and then we can make them more visible again. Okay. So that's all fine and dandy. Okay. Now. Okay. I had a very short hair back then, so I looked like a boy. I didn't mind the nickname. Ah, fair. It's kind of like my little sister. She was always confused for a boy when she was little because of her hairstyle and her looks at the time. Not that she cared because she was kind of like a tomboy, I suppose. Oh my gosh, you got guy friends? No, wait, what? Papa Bean? Who's Papa Bean? Blah blah. Okay. Now. Um. Gotta fix up the bottom. Fancy cup. For the bean. What? What? All I hear is a lot of beans. No, I kind of want a mug with these sandals. I kind of like them. I don't know how comfortable it would be to hold, but I know. Visually, one of those cups you just have because it's pretty. I mean, it's holdable. It does have like 2 finger holes, so. um, Or her actual dad, we just call it probably. Ah, okay. Fair. Makes sense, yeah. I like how we can tell Kiwi's completely locked in. She tries to check chat. Your brain just cannot process what we're saying aside from the words. So I am trying, okay? But I also don't know anything about Bean, other than, you know, her name, right? So what am I supposed to say? What do you expect me to say? I'm not all knowing. Come on. And I like to keep up with chat, even if I'm drawing, okay?
Drinking water!
I shall drink some water indeed. Thank you, Patcher. Maybe hydrotol. Maybe. Who knows? Won't know till we've tested, right? It's a separate layer, right? Yeah. Okay. Good. Because then I can just do this and then I can erase it. It's not a separate layer from that though, so I would like that to stop. Okay, we're not stopping. Got it. Kiwi is now my big sis. Am I your big sis now? When did I become your big sis? Congratulations for being adopted. What do you mean I got adopted? I got adopted as a big sister now? Prepare to never have Beanie leave your side like ever again. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Can I at least, you know, sleep and stuff alone, please? Will you let the cats in and out for me then? So I don't have to? Okay. That's everything that's mirrored. No, I need things that are not mirrored. Okay. Let's first of all just reduce the opacity of that. And then we're gonna do let's do a little bit of a like that. Let's bring that one a bit further down than the other. There we go. And then like that. Like that. And then this is gonna go behind the hand. Okay, and then we're gonna no. There we go. Yes, I'll take care of the cats. Thank you. Thank you. Then I can stream without having to get up constantly for them. Little does you know, Beanie has like another 3 kids. That's fine. That's fine. As long as I don't have to get up to let them out and in and out and in and out and in, I'm fine. I like cats. if you haven't noticed. Um, like that. Hmm. Something like that. Yellow cats. Yeah, I couldn't tell with in the slightest. Right, right. No way you could tell. No way. I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody could ever tell that I like cats. What? Okay. Now dollar signs are like this, right? They're an S with two stripes through, right? Let's see you. There we go. So it's like, is it one line through or is it two? It's hard to see because it's so small. It's two, isn't it? Like that? Oh, I guess I can write it both ways. Yeah, I guess you can write it both ways. I think it looks better, at least with two. That's what I'm used to, I'm pretty sure. Because this isn't what I'm used to. This is what I'm used to. I'll do this one. Even more cash. I could make that the iris. Funny. The new eye. It looks so fucking wonky. Now let's duplicate that. Because if I mirrored it, it would be backwards. Let's do it like this. Nice. Okay. There we go. What do you think? Does this do him justice? Does this do Coco justice? I feel like it should. Let's get this. Cool. Cool. Coco cup. Ta-da! It's the Coco cup. I feel like I need to zoom out a bit. Zoom in. Because at this angle, like, this would be hidden behind a little bit. Because it's rounded, so it would be going in like a shape like this. Let's bring this and then just to make it clear what the shape is a bit better. You know what? I need to turn on the mirroring again. make my life a bit easier instead of drawing it twice. Nope. Something like that. There you go. Okay. Time to color a little bit, shall we? Okay. So, Coco is black and gold. It's like a bluish black, actually. So we're gonna do that. It's a little too light. Sneak steals your flows and teleports away. No! You're not stealing my flows. Fuck off. Hey! Hey! Rude! Frolomir! Rude! Rude! How dare? How dare? So mean. Okay, so there's that. And then we need our golds. Let's make it a bit more on the yellow side because I'm not shading it to look quite gold. Gold and silver is hard to emulate, otherwise it's just gonna look yellow or gray if you don't add like shine and shimmer to it. So I want to make sure that it's not looking too muddy. Okay. We're gonna do this yellow again. Fill in these. What's the gem? The gem was also yellow. Okay. So the darker. And then the lighter at the front. The question is, what the fuck color is his eyes? That's a difficult one. I'm gonna guess a blue. Like a blue-gray, it looked like. Oh dear. There we go. It's a bit difficult to color in this because it's still mirrored, but there's nothing to mirror here. So I have to be careful where I color it in while it's mirrored. Okay. Then the ears are green. Well, turquoise, I should say. Let's turn off the mirroring real quick. There, and then do like this to fill in those hair strands. Okay, and then the ears are a lighter variant of this. So we're gonna do this. Let's see. And then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna have the lighter one. And there. I think we're gonna do the darker one for this. There we go. I think I think it's looking alright, right? Let's get some white wings. Let's turn on the mirroring again. Ooh, so bright. Ooh, so bright. They're not white. They're black with green tips. Well, turquoise tips. So we're gonna do similar to this one. First I'm gonna fix this. Okay, and then we're gonna do a darker one. There we go. That's better. I need to turn off you again so I can fill in that. Wait, did I fill it in? Okay, I filled it in incorrectly. No, I did not. I filled it in wrong. Dang it! I thought I filled it in correctly, but I did not. Now I did. Yeah, okay, cool. Now, need to just make sure that everything's filled in properly. There we go. Back to mirroring. I don't know if I feel like I kind of want to make them gold. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make them gold. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's do that. Okay. Now we've got pale skin, like me. Then I really don't know what the eye color is, so I'm gonna go with the blue gray because that's what it kind of looks like when you zoom in. It's like it's so. Are they purple or is it because of the pixels they just turn purple? Got no idea. Oh, whoops. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Hard to tell? Yeah, it is really hard to tell. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna assume that they're purple, I think. Because it seems like it's picking up like a purple color from it. So I'm gonna assume that. Oops. I need to create like a line because I didn't add these. Yep. Beautiful. Up. Let me stretch out my legs a bit. There we go. How are we feeling about this? Is it looking good? It's the cocoa cup. And these shadows and such, so I haven't gotten to that yet, but I think for base color it's good. Let's do a little bit of a No, stop it. I need... Just get 2 of these, and then we're gonna do a smaller one. Let's see if we can... Okay, let's do this kind of shadow. Okay, we need mirroring to be back on. Yeah. Um, Make it a bit darker for everything else. Fuck. Okay, well, I'll fix that after I've shadowed in that one side. It's like a middle part, and then we're gonna do this part is also in shadow. I know it looks like a mess over on the in the yeah, I can't even show on this side, but it'll be fixed. I just need the shadows on the right side to be, right, to be correct, and then I'll fix that. Okay, I think that's fine, and then we're gonna do okay. Oh, for buck's sakes. Now we're gonna clean this mess up. Away you go, away you go. Now we're gonna fill in a bit here. Because I wanted the ears to be shaded the same. There we go. There we go, and then this. Let's bring in some shadows in the middle of the hair here somewhere. Again, I'm not a pro at like judging where these should go quite yet, but I'm trying to make sense of it. Where the flow of the hair would go, kind of. So it would be something like that. There. And then let's bring in some shadow to the bottom of it. I think that's fine. And then this is underneath the hair, so that would be shadowed a bit. That would be a bit different from each side because of the hair. And then I need some shadow underneath. I feel like I might have dragged it into the hair, but it's okay. It's fine. Okay. Mm. A bit of shadow for the chin. And then this thing is also like on top of the head, so it would probably have like a little bit of a drop shadow on that. Okay. I feel like here I'll need separate shadow like that, because this side won't be the same. Yeah, this side won't be the same. So we're gonna do it all the way up here. And then I'm gonna turn this back on. Oops. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Good idea, isn't it? Is it looking okay? Okay. Time to shadow some feathers. Might have to change up the color even after, because it's a little too light, I think, for the feathers. Drop on the underside like this. My light source is usually like above the head or something. I mean, it's the easiest way to draw things when you're not entirely sure about shadows and stuff. But it is also kind of all over the place. But like last time I tried to draw wings more properly, it was probably when I drew what's her name? Her name was fuck. The Corvid. What was her name again? Snivine, was it? Totally forgot. It was a request last time I did one of these. Yeah, that was probably the last time I tried to draw like wings properly, I think. I've drawn wings since, don't get me wrong, but like not put in too much effort into actually getting it right or anything, so. Hmm. See. Still sad to see streamers go on hiatus, and I'm constantly concerned about it myself that I have to because of my situation and stuff. But I really don't wanna. So I'm doing anything I can to like try to avoid it, I suppose. But it does concern me a bit. Definitely at least have to take like a break at some point, which I'd rather not, but I don't have a choice because when I move, I probably won't have my PC for a little bit and stuff, and yeah. So I'll be forced to take a break, I guess. How dare? How dare the world? Mm, but yeah, I'll figure things out, hopefully. Also, these aren't necessarily like overlapping pieces, but I think it's nice to have some shadows on them to kind of insinuate that they kind of do, I guess. Mm, we need some shadow underneath here. Oh shoot, yeah, we need to turn off the mirroring again for this. Cause this is gonna be different on each side. Guess there's hair on one side and not the other. There we go. Hi, Panda! Hello, hello. How are you? How's your panda? The bestest of pandas is here. Mm, This. I so I'm currently at work, but having my lunch break. Ooh, nice. Hopefully you're having something good to eat. Did you pack some good lunch? Hope you did. Oh, I need to. I'll get to that. I'll just do this first to get it as symmetrical as possible, and then um, do it like this. Oh, whoops, wrong layer. Now I can turn it back on again. Okay. Baguette with cheese and caviar. Ooh, nice. Nice. That's good. That's nice. Let's see. I have to darken it all a bit. Hmm, got it. Like, I don't want to make it completely black or anything. Let me just do it as dark as possible without making it completely black. Let's just, oh dear, that might be a little large. Can we make it a little brighter? No, that's way too bright. There's such a fine balance between what's too light and what's too dark. Okay. I think that's good. And then we're gonna do whoop. And then we're gonna do, nope. We're gonna whoop. And then gonna lighten it up a bit. Lighten up. There we go. And then we're gonna do white. Um, why is that there? Let's make it a bit thicker. Get some more light in on this drawing. I'm not gonna do light on every feather, I think. Actually, yes, we are doing light on every feather. Never mind, because it just looks better. I don't have to, but I will. Cool. It's not gonna look quite as bright once I turn down the strength of it, but um, this is a little bit of like a round dot, maybe. Like that. On top of that. That. And then on top of there. And then maybe alongside here, right? Hopefully it'll turn out good in the end. Then we're gonna do this, and then go back to this, and then we're gonna do some highlights on the hair where it's not mirrored. A little bit there. There we go. Bit here. Like that. And that. It looks so shiny. Actually, that can be mirrored. That part can be mirrored. So we're gonna do that. Okay, now let's reduce the opacity a bit. There we go. A bit less. Nice. I'm gonna make that a little less see-through. And then all right. Now we need we need a name. It's mirrored. We don't need it mirrored. There we go. Let's do it on the other side. Kiwelyn. Then make it more clear. There. Barely visible, but still legible. Nice. And then we're gonna remember to save. It's Conjo. Okay. Let's do it like this, and then we're gonna do. I think I'm starting to see, how I can draw things, but it's still not quite what I want it to be, but it's getting better. Let's save it as a PNG as well. Okay, and then we're gonna go into art. Let's see here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on. I want to make sure that people get their drawings since they're done. Art. Where is it? There it is. Munja. There we go. Nice. Okay. I think that is enough drawing for one day. My wrist is starting to hurt. I'm having fun though. It's fun. I like drawing these little things. I just need more practice with them, I suppose. But it's been good. I think they turned out alright. We made 3. We made Lupine. We made Leo. And we made Coco. Or Conjo. So yeah, we got some progress done. We got a few done. I think that's good. There you go. Let me quickly unplug that and get that a bit out of the way so I don't accidentally go down or anything. I'll put it down in a minute. Up. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for these nearly 4 hours. Again, I'm slightly sick, so my throat is kind of fucked, and yeah, I might be a bit more zoned into the drawing while I do that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed sitting and hanging out. I think it was good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start prepping for a raid out. Please, please, please do stick around for the raid. We want to show some love and support for fellow streamers in the community. Let's just give me one moment to have a look who we could go to. Oh, I do see somebody doing art. Oh, they're rigging a model. Mm, we could do that. Um, let's see. Oh, they only just started. Oh dear. They only just started their stream, huh? That's funny. You know, you know, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's share some love and support for somebody who only just started up like a minute and a half ago. Gonna shock them at the beginning of their stream. Right. But yeah, we're gonna be raiding out. So I'm gonna send my raid message real quick for you guys. Here you go. If you are a subscriber, you can use the first message sent. If you're not, the second one should work for you. And as we read out, remember that you represent me and my community. So behave and be nice, okay? And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys on Thursday for some Guild Wars 2, for some guild missions. Hi Grimsley, bye Grimsley. Yeah, you guys have a lovely rest of your day. So for now, bye bye.